Right. Yeah, so I started off painting, and my work was more based in landscape. In the beginning of my career, I went and traveled to different places and was trying to be influenced by the landscape. So, um, yeah, part of it was kind of capturing um, emotions and things that I encountered. But now my work has kind of transferred into or moved into video and installation and photo and combination of things. And so now I'm interested more in memory, collective memory, how people live in a certain place and how that affects them. So still kind of trying to understand people's identity and also my own identity in a way, or my own position. And also within, like, when you think about our own existence as well, how transitory it is. So I try to go in without any preconceived ideas of what I should make, and try to be through the experience, kind of be influenced by what I see and respond to those things. So it's it's sometimes a bit difficult to talk about certain themes specifically, but yeah, those are kind of the general moments or kind of points in my work. Yeah. When I went there, I was kind of struck by the fact that Cyprus is a divided country, and also like Berlin, where I'm living. Actually, I'm really living close to the wall right now in Berlin, where it used to be. So yeah, for me, that kind of conflict was really resonated with me, because I also had a personal conflict. I think I was trying to trying to find out in Cyprus kind of what is it like to have that kind of conflict happening side by side, people living, next to each other. I mean, because in the town of Athiena, where we were in the buffer zone, we're making lace, and then trying to find some healing through that process, and talking to the people, my lace making teacher, as well as others, kind of weave all of that together into this piece. So there was some personal moments, some more like observations, some diary entries, sort of fragment text that came into the work. And then now I'm making a video, which I will be in the show, which is also weaving all these things together. So that's mainly what I was making. Yeah. So it's a salt drawing and then some text panels. Yeah, and a letter, and specifically to this kind of fictional kind of, but also semi-autobiographical letter to somebody. So who I was having supposedly a conflict with. Yeah. Yeah, I think it definitely, I think I have changed a bit. I mean, I think I've been more, through the process, I kind of became more of a way to see the greater picture. And at the same time, when we were there, there was this protest of the Palestinians, and a lot of Israelis were coming into Larnaca because of the beginning of this specific war. Although of course Israel and Palestine have had that war for ages. So it's and I mean, again, it's also, I guess, controversial how you talk about it as well, which is part of the issue. But yeah, at the same time, that kind of, I feel like it's kind of in the consciousness right now, this idea of conflict. How do we resolve these difficult issues with this division? How they think of this division is kind of reflective of the human experience. And it helped me to understand myself a lot better as well. Yes, somehow both. I mean, every person has a certain perspective, right? And maybe sometimes people are not wrong. It could be also very, I think for me, it's more it's difficult. Like, and also it's hard. Everyone can be in these types of situations where you also can hurt somebody, or, you could, and also be hurt, at the same time. And it's not anyone's fault. Sometimes it's just different intentions or different, I'm not talking about the war now, because that's another issue. Yeah, and the more you separate, sometimes the more difficult it is. But I think there's still this attempt to come back to some universal language, which I think art can definitely help with. And that's what the video piece tries to capture, and that's what the salt work was about as well. Like using artwork as a way to heal, as a way to have a common experience and a common language as well. Yeah.